Things First is sponsored by Ram Trucks, built to serve.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to First Things First. I'm Jenna Wolf, Nick Wright, Brandon Marshall, Kevin Wilds, looking around, little Brady Bunch action. We are happy to be here. It is Thursday, got a big game tonight, got a full slate this weekend, got some NBA Finals to talk about. Awesome 2-hour show, so sit back. And we are going to kick things off with a little preview of tonight's game, gentlemen. Thursday Night Football on Fox. Little Tom Brady, little Nick Foles, Bucs visiting the Bears. Both teams coming in at 3-1. But Brady's Bucs are a little banged up. They won't have Chris Godwin or Shady McCoy available. Leonard Fournette is doubtful. Mike Evans, the most likely to play, he's questionable. And Tom Brady is still 43 years old. With that, it is time for Brandon's key to the game to kick off our preview. Brandon, how can Brady and the Bucs leave Chicago with a win? Dun, da, da, da.
Yes, Nick, Jenna, Kevin, I'm really excited about these keys. Pay attention to them. Let's throw all three up at one time this week. Here's the keys to the victory for the Bucs and led by Tom Brady. Number one, you got to establish the run game. Why do you do that against a defense that could potentially hold you to 2.5 yards a carry, 3 yards a carry? Because Tom Brady is 43. You just said it. Do you really want to unleash this defensive line this week on Thursday Night Football? No, it's not going to be pretty. It's going to be ugly, but you have to establish the run, because if you do that, you then establish the play action, and it slows down Khalil Mack, Hicks, and all the other guys they have that can get to the quarterback in a blink of an eye. Number two, you have to keep Tom Brady upright. And they've done this well all year. They potentially have the best offensive line in the NFL. This rookie right tackle Wirfs is playing lights out. He's playing excellent. He can easily win Rookie of the Year. They have a center in Jensen that is the tone setter. He plays nasty. This guy is the best center in football right now. Yes, I said it. And their left guard, Marpet, he's pushing to be one of the best guards in football as well. Keep Tom Brady upright. You cannot let Khalil Mack tee off on this guy. And he said it to the media this week. He said, look, a flood of plays, huge plays, big plays is coming. Trust me, they're coming. This cannot be the week. Please don't let this happen. And the last key to victory is you have to capitalize off of Nick Foles' mistakes. How many times do we watch Nick Foles throw the ball into triple coverage, double coverage, bouncing off a defender's face mask and shoulder pads, and no one comes down with the ball? He's going to give you an opportunity to make a play. Make the play if you want to win this game. Those are the keys to victory.
Brandon, all right, I must admit, I'm a little confused because I sat here Monday with you, Wilds, Jenna, and Mike Vick, fresh off a Tom Brady 5-touchdown performance, and you and Mike Vick both scolded me for being surprised by it. Said, no, he's comfortable now. He knows the offense. This is what we should expect. Yet none of those keys were let Tom Brady cook. Let Tom Brady do what he did last week against the Chargers. Don't let him cook. And I think, though, I mean, I'm a little sarcastic when I say I'm confused, because you're absolutely right. The way the Bears can win this game, and by the way, spoiler alert, I'll give my pick now. I think the Bears are going to win this game, is by making Tom Brady uncomfortable. You mentioned Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack's sacks this year, only 1.5. Khalil Mack's pressures this year, 22. Third most in football. So he's getting to the quarterback, just not completing the play. And Wilds, your old buddy Tom Brady, you're going to be very familiar with these numbers. Show Tom Brady when pressured over the last 4 years. 2017, a 97 rating when pressured. That's outstanding. 2018, 71 rating. That's actually not as bad as it looks because, again, it's when pressured. 2019, it was miserable. And 2020, it was awful. Or thus far, it's been awful, I should say. That is a steady decline. And Wilds, last year, you saw when he was playing for your beloved Patriots, the moment there was pressure, he's throwing the ball away. He is not in the business of taking hits anymore. I don't think you can do that against this Bears pass rush.
Okay, so I'm going to put on my glasses just to take them off to make a point. Okay. So Brandon's keys to the game are suggestions. This is not a suggestion. This is a straight-up demand. You must run the Philly special tonight against Nick Foles. It is mandatory. There is an open, gaping wound. No, Brandon, you get over it. I got 6 Super Bowl rings. I should have 7, my friend. Look, there's 2 reasons. There's a strategic reason and there's emotional reasons. I'll just talk about strategic because, you know, I'll take emotion out of it, Jenna. Good. Bears have the #1 red zone defense.
You and me both.
They force the most incompletions. They allow the 2nd fewest yards running. So you got to come up with something special. Now here is the emotional reasons. Tom Brady, you dropped the pass in the Super Bowl, 52 or 53. I get confused on anyone too. You dropped the pass. Nick Foles saw, was like, oh, quarterbacks catching balls now? That's what we're going to do? Goes over, calls the Philly special. He catches it, gets a statue. Dude, you got 6 Super Bowls, 0 statues. Doug Peterson got a statue, can't win a game. You have to do this. And I know you're thinking like, wow, it's a one-time thing. It's a Super Bowl. Not true. Yeah. Baker Mayfield ran the Philly special. Matt Ryan got the Philly special. Nick Foles ran it again. So no risk it, no biscuit, Brandon. Run the Philly special. We need it. And then you know what, Jenna? Run it again. Certainly they're not thinking it's going to be run twice. Run it again. That's the keys to the game. Kevin's keys to the game.
Wild's glasses or not, that might be the most ridiculous thing said on sports television, not by Paul Pierce, in the last 5 years. It is that the idea that Bruce Arians and the Bucs give a damn about Tom Brady's emotional wounds from getting outplayed by Nick Foles in the Super Bowl. He doesn't play for that team anymore. It's not that matchup anymore. To me, that is. I will be pleasantly surprised if it happens because you'll get to take a victory lap. But Brandon, can I ask you one quick question before we go? Because you were talking about establishing the run on Chicago and trying to force Nick Foles into mistakes. If you're Tampa, I feel like because you've got this week you have the Bears, next week you have Green Bay, a few weeks later you play Kansas City. You are about to enter, you obviously play New Orleans again, the real daunting part of your schedule. I feel like you need to prove that you can throw the ball not just against the bad defenses that you play. The Bucs have legitimate Super Bowl aspirations. So you're okay with kind of essentially making the game plan overly conservative just because of the Bears pass rush, even if for the Bucs to reach what their aspirations are, they're going to have to be a wide open offense?
Well, you said it, Nick, right? Their goal is to make it to the Super Bowl, and I think at the end of the day, we really don't know how teams get there. We just know they get there and they win it. So whether it's throwing the ball, passing the ball, I don't think it matters. But when you look at the matchups, you know, you can't put Tom Brady in this offense, this team, in this position because you have Khalil Mack. You laid out how many he got to the quarterback 22 times, third in the NFL.
So close.
2 years.